ladies and gentlemen, Ben Bailey.
Hello, 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 hello. This is the way we start the show. If you find it annoying, you really should go. 'Cause this is the way we start the show. Hello, hello in Buffalo. And in Victoria, British Columbia. Hello in California. Hello in Portland, Oregon. But it's not Oregon. Woo! Yeah! What's up, everybody? Hey, how are you? How the fuck are you? What's going on, everybody? Say hello to each other. Say hello to myself. Say hello to Miss Emma Gleason. This, folks, is Working From Home, episode 64. 64!
Wow.
Yeah! That's 8 times 8. I don't know if you guys know that about the number 64, but it's 8. It's 8 times 8, or it's 4 times 16. That means we've done 16 shows 4 times. Holy shit, we did 8 shows 8 times. That's incredible. How many shows have you done? 8 times 8, baby. 16 times 4 plus hours of complete and total nonsense, including right now, this moment right now. Hello, hello. How does it go? That's how I'm going to greet people that I haven't seen since pre-COVID. I think honestly at this point, when we're able to get back together with the people we haven't seen in a long time, we should wear name tags. Because people are going to be like, I know you. Oldest friend in the world. But fuck if I could remember your name right now. It's been 2 years. I've been doing paint by numbers for 2 years. I can't remember your name, all right? What is it? My name is Hello. I shifted into opera. Oh! You're not messing with the lights, are you, babe? You make me a little nervous over there. You over in the area where the lights controlled. No. Well, last week, half of my face went dark, and people were like, whoa!
He lost half his face.
He's going over to the dark side, the guy. Look at him. Halfway, only halfway. Half his face is dark. Shit, I should have been an opera singer. I just threw that out there. And, I mean, come on. If I did that, just that. Like if I just ran out on the stage in the middle of the opera and I was like, no! People be like, who the fuck was that guy? I don't know, but he sounded pretty good. I don't know if he was part of the show.
Wow.
That's not bad, right? I mean, come on, I could fake it for like a second. That's all I'm saying. I put on a pair of tights and blow up my genitals. I don't know why, but if you're going to be a male ballet dancer, you got to have the biggest balls and it's always like, wow, this is a great, oh my God, dude, you're light on your feet, but cover that up with something. Are you trying to sneak an animal in here? Nobody wants to see that. Hello! Put away your balls, please, sir! That's what they're saying when you're watching opera and there's 2 men singing. I don't know if that ever happens in opera. But they're telling each other to cover up each other's, but will you please cover up your balls? Put on a fig leaf or something. They don't do that. They never do that with their tongues. I just ruined it. Up until right then, you guys were like, is Ben really an opera singer? I can't tell. He knew that thing about their balls. Maybe he does know opera. No! My pants are so tight! It's making me cry! So please take them off! I think you know why! Ah! Ah! Get them off! Get them off! They're killing me! Oh, Twitter! That blew Twitter out. I hit that note. That's proof. I hit that note and Twitter was like... I just blew Twitter the fuck up with my awful opera balls singing. Everything seems to be in order.
Yeah, well,
Now we're closing and opening again. The universal fix. Shut it down and start it again. It's on the wrong Wi-Fi. You stupid phone. Every week you choose the wrong one. We tell you which one to use and you use another, you fool! It's rogue. This phone, it's a rogue phone. Sorry, Twitter, you've got the rogue. We're like, this is the Wi-Fi to use. And that phone's like, no, I don't, it's weaker, but I'm going to go with this one.
okay, now we need to
Now
send it
flippity.
around.
Our tweet was sent. Thank you.
Okay, you do that part.
Flippity. Twitter, you're back in the game! Hey, everybody on Twitter! Where the fuck did you guys just go? What are you doing? Pay attention, man! Focus! Yeah, that's not gonna make anyone want to look at you more. You look at me! Like, no, Jesus, why would I not? I didn't want to before you started doing that. Now you're screaming and your eyes are on fire. You're looking right through me. Hello to Twitter. This is like it's turning into Grizzly Man a little bit. I was like, there's gonna be some cool pictures of bears. And this guy lived with them, and he and they like befriended him, and it was great. He loved them, and they loved him. No, that's not what the fuck that is at all. It ain't no Grizzly Adams. It's like, watch a man slowly lose his mind in the woods alone with bad lighting. Sorry to the people. If it was just him, I know I didn't offend him. And if you see it, you'll know why I didn't fucking offend him. Good God, man, what an ending. Holy shit! What? I'm like, where's the what? Huh? I thought we were gonna learn about bear families. And the stuff they like to do, like on the weekend when it's just them, What on earth is this? What happened? Shit was harsh. Harsher than the shit with the kid who's living in a bus in Alaska. I think you know what I'm talking about. And that shit is like, what? Hey, fuck you, man. No. Sometimes stories don't end the way you'd like them to have ended. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know? I'm asking you now. Look at me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't. What does that even mean? I have a question for you. Yeah? Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? I think so. I think you're saying that you're an idiot. It's better than do you see what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? I see what you're saying. I can just barely hear it. I'm such a child. I really love how much bigger I can get with just. I mean, it's Grover. It's every week I think of that amazing lesson. Here I am up close, folks. Hi. Yeah, it's me, Ben Bailey, the guy from Cash Cab. You remember? Remember that show? cab fucked everything up for me. You guys don't understand. I was poised. I was blowing the fucking doors off of every fucking club I did and theater and every place I went into. Boom! Like, people are like, dude, you're blowing up, man. You're gonna be it. You're gonna be the next big thing. And then along came that fucking taxi. It was a cash cab. Oh, I better get in. Just took a left. The stand-up career was like, dude! We were like it was like my stand-up career was on the other side, on the local, and I was on the express, or vice versa. Like, hey, wait! I don't know how I'm gonna find you again after this! Where are you going? To some good places, but holy derailment, man.
Batman.
Yes, holy derailment, Batman. Robin, shut the... Will you stop saying that sort of stuff? Don't you feel silly enough for wearing these fucking outfits? What is this, the ballet? Oh! Holy giant balls, Batman! Put on some baggy jeans, for Christ's sakes! Or at least the skinny ones! I was murdering you guys. I was killing. I was on a spree. It was years long. People were crying. I made people bleed from the face with laughter on repeated occasions, and I am not kidding. I made a man vomit in the front row of the Comedy Cellar. He laughed so hard that he threw up on himself, right on his shirt, and he jumped up and ran out to the bathroom, and we were like, what the fuck? No one knew what happened. He came out, and I said, dude, what was that? Are you all right? I laughed so hard I threw up on myself. And everyone laughed, and I was like, I'll put a little notch in me belt, you see. Because those are the things. Those are what other mile markers are there. Made a person vomit. Somebody shit themselves. I don't think I ever did that one. But that's the kind of one that could happen. And, people aren't going to just come straight up with it. How was the show? It was so good I had to run out for a few minutes. That's all I'm saying. A woman bled from her face in Sacramento. A woman whose husband had died 6 months before. Just for the fucking record, people. Laughed until her nose was bleeding and she couldn't stop laughing even though her nose was bleeding. We were very worried about her, and the next night she came back and she brought her mom. That is a true fucking story. Killed them both. They both laughed to death. All right, that part was bullshit. I never literally killed anyone with laughter, okay? But I've had some good moments, is all I'm saying. And fucking Twitter has quit again! It doesn't matter, because we're going to yell at him again. Yeah, I lost my accent there. That's how it happens. It slips away. You gotta hold it. You gotta hold. Yes, death by LOL. That's exactly right. Well said.
Twitter quitter.
Twitter, you're a quitter. And we're going to put you in the shitter. Seriously, I'm going to give them some serious, who the fuck do they think they are? Twitter quitting is like someone getting up and walking out. What the fuck was that? You better have thrown up on yourself, Twitter. You hear what I'm saying, Twitter? You better have been throwing up on your own shirt to run out of here like that. Oh, folks, I stumbled into this career as a stand-up comedian. It was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I never, before that, felt like I was in the right thing or the right place at the right time. ever. And then as soon as I fucking got on that stage, boom! I felt like I was at home. I knew immediately. And that's all I wanted to do. It's the only thing I ever really, really, really tried at. Except some stuff since, like hockey. And I'll tell you, the years of my life that I had spent racing around doing show after show after show after show in the clubs in New York City were, work-wise, the greatest years. I met so many awesome, amazing, talented people. I feel so lucky that I was able to find it and spend the time and just really, wow, I'm getting emotional. This is weird, but it just dawned on me, you know, after all this time not being able to really do it, what it really means to me. I had forgotten, you know, because it's a crazy ultra competitive, or at least it used to be. At some point, I noticed the younger people were like trying to help each other. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? It's kill or be killed. No making teams, you little... No, they're all movie stars. It was and continues to be the most amazing thing for me. I feel so fortunate to have found a thing that means this to me and to be able to do it even now, you know? That's the best part. I don't really even need you guys. Oh, there's the screamer. See, I have to say something drastic to get her to. I never talk about it, and people outside of the New York area don't understand that. Like all these people that were coming through, I was part of it. It was like we were like a wave. It was just like, holy shit! There's this many people are doing this. Like we're gonna change it. There's too many people doing this now, and that's back then. And now it's like times 100,000. Who knows how many people are doing it now? When I started, back when we still were chiseling our our ideas into rocks, I had a funny thought about that. The Ten Commandments, like this is a long time ago. What if he was just jotting some ideas down? That's my favorite new thing that I've written. He just jotted down 10 ideas on a rock. There was no note taking. You wanted to write some shit down, you had to knock it out. These were just suggestions. Everybody just settle down. And I fumbled into it, man. I had tried all sorts of other shit. I grew up loving movies. I would stay up. When my whole family's asleep, I would sneak downstairs. And they don't even know this. Or maybe they do. Maybe they did the whole time. But my parents would be in bed. The one time in his life that my father went to bed early, at least since I've known him, was when he was working. He had to be up early and working in the city. And at that time, I could get up because he would go to bed. I could get up and go back downstairs and watch TV and like have my own fucking house. Everybody was asleep. I was like, woohoo! Watching movies, and like movies became my escape. I loved movies. And that's all I ever wanted to do was make my own movies and be in them and create them. Because it was like you can create this little world. It doesn't have to be little. It could be the biggest thing, you know. It could be whatever you want it to be. And that's what I wanted to do. And so I moved to LA to pursue that. I got lucky. I was working in a video store, and a guy came in, a guy named Dan Lauria, a great actor. He's a father from the Wonder Years.
Yeah.
Came into the video store that I was working at in Madison, New Jersey. And he was looking for a movie, and the woman he was with looked very familiar. Well, I didn't figure out who it was until later. He was looking for a movie. I was working there at the time. It wasn't my place, you know. And he's looking for a movie called Scarlet Street. And I was like, yeah, we have it. And we went over and we looked at it. And while we're standing there, he points at Network, the movie Network, on the shelf. And he goes, terrific leading lady in that. Because when he came into the store, I recognized him right away. I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
It's the dad. He's like a dad figure. He really is because of that show to a lot of people, I think.
Yeah.
It's just very cool. He's in it, and I've seen him once or twice since then at different things. He's always just super, super nice guy. But I told him, I helped him out with getting a copy of Scarlet Street. He pointed out Network, and because the woman that he was with was Faye Dunaway,
Oh wow.
she's right there on the I think it's Network, but anyway, super cool. But
Yeah.
she's had been a huge star for a lot longer, and everybody was recognizing him because he was on the show at that time, and
Yeah.
which is some insight into that weird little world. Are you on or are you not? Do people know who you are and what you're from, or do they not, or whatever? It's weird.
Get recognized some places and
But
not others.
he was so cool. He goes, if you're ever in LA, because I told him I wanted to get into acting and filmmaking and whatever. And he said, if you're ever in LA, look me up. Twitter just quit again.
Goddamn.
We might have to restart that phone, maybe, huh?
Yeah. You want me to put my phone up there instead?
I don't know. Let's try one more time. Twitter, quit being a quitter. We will believe in you now. We'll start to believe in you. I'm just going for it here, babe.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you could keep talking and I could do it.
There's
Nice.
already. Now you got to just hit go live.
Yeah.
Okay, Twitter. That's your final warning. One more of those, and we're just gonna start it again like we did before. But that's the final warning. There's no penalty, but there will be no more warnings. So really, you're already out of the woods. But yeah, he said if you ever make it out to LA, look me up. He gave me his phone number. This is how long ago this was, but it's before cell phones. So he actually wrote his number on a piece of paper and gave it to me. And so years later, I actually did. I went to Hollywood. I moved to California. I went to Hollywood like however many kids in the United States did have to try to make it in show business for real. I just up and left one day. My family came and friends waved me goodbye in the parking lot. This is after I got on a plane to go out there on a whim and then came back. And then I was like, I'm going. I came home and I actually packed
That's
up.
a whole story.
That's a can of worms. That's a short film. That's like a whole. That one would take like a whole episode just to get started. But that trip is how I got into stand-up. And after that, went back, lived there, started doing stand-up comedy by accident. But so I called him. I called Dan Lauria. And he answered the phone. And he goes, oh, yeah, hey, Ben, I remember you.
Wow.
I said, well, this is amazing, this is incredible.
Cool guy.
This is a dream coming true right now. And he, gave me the name of his agency.
Wow.
And he gave me the name of a guy who was a set designer.
Yeah.
And he said, call these guys and tell them I told you to call. And he's going to connect me with a job and then possible representation. And this is right after I had moved out there, right away. And I didn't follow up on either thing. I'm such an asshole. I'm not an asshole. What happened is I stumbled into stand-up comedy. I got a job answering the phones at the Comedy Store, and I fumbled into this. Mm-hmm. So it was, but I'll never forget that. He was good to his word, true to his word, good to his word. His word is good, and that's true. I kind of feel like I'm dying up here, babe. I haven't heard a laugh or a snicker.
Oh, sorry.
Just give me a group chuckle.
Well, I thought it was.
It's like oxygen. It feels like oxygen.
I thought it was a serious story.
Well, I mean, it has its moments. No,
But what
of seriousness
an amazing guy.
Yeah, super cool of him. And
You did something
I'm
very
a
cool
fool.
for him too, right?
What did I do for? Yeah, I did, but I wasn't going to put that on tape because it's a crime.
I think statute of limitations would have passed on that one by now.
Oh my God, I'm cracking myself up in here, people. I'm cracked Get me up. Yeah, I sold him the movie. It wasn't mine to sell, and it wasn't for sale, but I sold it to him.
Yeah, those copies, you know.
Basically, he bribed me, is what happened. I swear that's how it went down. He offered me a cool 100 and I took it. I'm no fool. I told you before and I'll tell you again. I did it and that's what I'd do if I had a chance to do it over again, understand? I'd take the money, I'd give him the movie. I'd get those connections in Los Angeles that I'd never use. I'd do it all over again, see? You know why? You know why I didn't? Because I'm terrible at accepting help. From anyone. It's a horrible flaw of mine. I'm not good at accepting help. In fact, if you offer me help, I'm a little bit offended. It's just true.
It's so true.
It's happened to me several times in my life. I look back and go, why don't I, what's the matter with me? I cannot accept unsolicited help. I had a guy say to me, I was at dinner with a couple of guys, actors, and one of them said, hey, you could be a bad guy on the show. You could be yeah, why not? You could be the bad guy chasing me around, right? You want to be on the show? I just got this awkward look on my face and I didn't say anything. Yes! Oh, that's all I had to do. Yeah! And everything would be different. Not really. I just have another credit. And I'd look back and go, how did I get that? I didn't do anything. I was just talking to a guy that could give it to me. What an incredibly generous thing this Aussie actor offered me. The only time I met him, but another great guy, but you guys are wasting your breath trying to help Ben Bailey. He's too fucking dumb to accept your help. Too stubborn. I can't, it's like, no, I will make it on my own. I will make it on my own terms, or I will not make it. Those are the fucking options. Because I'm a bullheaded person. I will make it alone or not at all. And now we have the answer. Alone. Here I am. I swear to God, I never really finished. Cash Cab came along 12 years after the business at the store and starting out and Dan Laurie and all that stuff. I moved back to New York. I had started stand-up comedy. And 12 years later, Cash Cab came along. And Twitter just quit again. I think we need to use your phone, babe.
Muddy.
Yeah. We're going to have more views on Twitter than ever before. Everyone's going to tune in just long enough to unfollow. Yeah, I know you're live. Could you quit interrupting? Well, turn your notifications off, okay? It's on you. It's not on me. I don't know whose voice that was. Okay, I think we'll switch up phones for Twitter, right, huh?
Sure. I'm just getting this one set.
All right, cool. How about a Cash Cab drive-by?
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, folks. People on Twitter are missing out because this is the portion of the show where you drink from your beverage of choice. Maybe it's a beer. Maybe it's wine, maybe it's an iced tea, maybe it's a glass of water, whatever it is. Hold it up and say, cheers to me, motherfuckers. I've survived this COVID shit, at least up until now. Oh, I can get that. Oh, you got it? Sorry. Look, see, I can't even accept help.
When you ask for it.
I've just done it a million times.
Can you put it in? Yeah. That was the silliest dance I think I've ever done.
Hit it again. All right, Twitter, we're going to keep this going until you guys get back. You're logged into me, right? Not you?
Yes.
Everybody give Twitter shit. Go to Twitter and give them a hard time. Twitter! Where did you go? Stay focused, man. What's wrong with you? You're knocking Facebook out of place, Twitter. Oh, now, you know what? Now I'm beginning to understand. Twitter's like trying to push Facebook down. Like they're fucking up so much that we keep like pushing Facebook aside. So Twitter's trying to get Facebook. That's what's going on. I figured it out. I just figured it out now. Did you hear that, babe? I was saying I just figured it out. Twitter is trying to push Facebook out.
I just figured out that all my notes for later are on that phone.
I don't see them. You're like, don't talk to me. Don't call me babe when you're in character. Hey, babe. I felt weird calling you babe as that guy.
Don't.
Hello, Twitter. You're back, and you're on a new phone. I hope you like it. You bastards. You demanded it. You would settle for no less. You're like, this iPhone XE is bullshag, and give us the new 11. So now you've got a better, fuller picture. And you could probably see the ceiling a little bit where you couldn't before, Mr. Fancy New Phone, Twitter. You can look at the lighting. I don't care. That's on you, because you kept quitting. So quit quitting me, Twitter. So yeah. Dove into it. Absolutely. Loved it. If I'm being honest, I was a hack in the beginning. I didn't fully get it. I was a hack. I did shit that I had already kind of been performing as a civilian. And that was other comics shit, you know, but like from when I was a kid and stuff that we said in my family back and forth that was stuff, but I didn't know whose fucking stuff it was. Some of it. I was a hack in the beginning. And then I understood. And then I was like, never again will I do anything like that. I understood what it meant. And then people started stealing my shit. And I was like, well, that's fair. I guess that's pretty fair then. Turnabout is fair play, they say. Innit? Turnabout? What's that then? Hey, it's when things turn about and kick you in the balls. And you have to go, okay, fair play. Turnabout hurts me balls, but it's fair play. I was a fool. I didn't get it in the beginning, but I did come to understand. And what a time it's been for me, honestly. I've met so many amazing people. And I'm terrible. When I meet a famous person, some of you guys are like, but you're famous, Ben. Yeah, in your eyes. But when I meet someone of a celebrity, I like... I freeze up, man. Sometimes I can't do shit. I met Tiger Woods. I had to back away from him. He goes, yeah, I know you from that show. And I almost fainted. Tiger fucking Woods watches Cash Cab? It's like, leave, turn around and leave before you make an absolute fool of yourself. And I was like, but it's too rude. I can't just turn away. So I just fucking... I just slowly backed away and I left.
Like he was royalty. You can't turn your back on royalty.
It was like, yes, exactly. I couldn't keep my shit together, man. I was like, oh my God. And here's the resting psycho face. When I'm nervous and like that, I try to hide it. And I just look like a fucking crazy man. It's another thing that happens to me. And people offer me help and I turn it down without saying anything. And then I meet a person that I really admire or I'm impressed by. And I try to play it cool and I just fucking... Nothing. I can't do anything. It's like when I was bungee jumping, you know. And I throw myself from the little thing on the crane. And I try to scream, but no noise comes out. I did that. I bungee jumped. It's just one of those things I'm proud of and ashamed of. When I was a kid, my mom would say, if I wanted to do something foolish, she would say, if everybody else ran out and jumped off a bridge, would you do it too? And I would say no. I would say no. And then while I'm fucking 240 feet above the ground, flipped over, back up, which is the best part of a bungee jump, by the way, is when you're just for a minute, you're like, ah, you go down, and then you get pulled back up and you like flung. Just for a second, you're like, you stop, right? You're going up and you have to stop for a moment before you start going back down. And that moment is like, for a minute, just for an instant, you're like a genie. You're like, poof, look where I am. Yeah! But so it dawned on me mid-flight that, oh my God, my mom is not going to believe this. I'm going to have to tell her. Yes. You remember when you used to ask me that when I was a kid? If everyone else went out and started jumping off bridges, would you do it too? And I would say, no. The answer is yes. Yes, I would. It fucking happened. So I'd feel kind of stupid about that, you know. The older I get, the more I realize what a dick I used to be. All around the same time frame, teenage years, early 20s. If I ran into me from then, it'd be like Shawshank fucking probation hearing. Sit down. Sit the fuck down. You idiot. 20-year-old me. I'd be like, oh my God, whatever happens, don't let him leave the fucking house. He's crazy, you know. I was a dreamer. I was always a dreamer. And then I got really mad when I was like, dreams don't come true. It's not just... And then they did. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so conflicted again. Son of a bitch. Cheers, everybody. Episode 60 fucking 4. I hope you guys have been keeping your arses clean, literally and figuratively, and being good to each other. The more time you spend in a small enclosed space with a person, the more likely you are to try to kill each other, you know. Mm-hmm. So give each other some space, right? That's what we've been doing. Myself, Mr. Ben Bailey, I think you know who I am. And, of course, the lovely and talented Miss Emma Gleason, folks. Show her some love. Show her some love. Give us some hearts.
Hi, guys.
And know that when you do, they go straight to me.
Ben's
where are those hearts?
stealing
Oh, there they are. Yep. I stole your heart. And now I'm stealing all the hearts that everyone else is sending you so that none of them get to you.
Wow.
Chick on a stick, folks. There she is.
Hey, guys. How is everyone this week?
If you're wondering who she is and where she is, she's right here, man. Just for further, for future concerts, babe, they don't respond when you talk to them, the folks.
Yes, they do.
Well, yeah, but
They're going to prove you wrong right now.
in writing they do, but
Yes.
I mean, you're not going to hear it.
Yeah, but I can see what they say.
Oh, you know what?
On my little devices.
We can see. Now people can finally see what they say. It was about texting. It was a premonition.
Ah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, you're right. I do.
There she is.
G'day.
G'day. G'day.
So I'm here this week as a testament to the truth of what you've been saying. Ben hurt his wrist this week.
Oh my God, I forgot.
It was pretty bad.
Comedy, it heals me. I swear to God, it does.
It was bad enough that he had to go to the doctor and get it checked out and get it x-rayed to make sure that there was nothing broken.
Yep, and now I'm a superhero. So watch the fuck out, bad guys.
Why are you super?
Because the X-ray did it to me.
Oh,
I got superpowers now. Because I didn't put on the blanket thing like at the dentist. Sorry, go ahead, babe.
And then you came home with like a special brace for his wrist, and
I think it's special.
and you're not supposed to move it. And I offered a couple of times to help Ben put his,
Oh, yeah, the helping, yeah.
with things, and he's putting on his clothes, and it's awkward because of the big brace thing on the wrist, and saying ow, ow, ah, oh, ow the whole time, and I'm like, I'll help. No, you can't help me.
I smacked your hand. Get away from me, Morgan. I don't need your help, goddammit.
Yeah. So I thought, oh, okay, here we go. The one time in his life he's actually going to accept some help from me, but no.
No, I can't do it, babe.
Yeah.
I try to tell you, I can't change. Even if I don't like what I am, I gotta be me.
All right.
You're
We'll
like,
have
what if-
conversation after the show?
Everyone's like, what if we don't like who you are?
They have options. I'm stuck in this house. with
Hey,
you.
it's a good point, babe. It's a good point. You could always send me to the pool house.
This is true. I know just how well you'd take that if I gave you an order.
Yeah, not well. I'm not good at that either.
Yeah. You go to that part of your house. I think I'd be back in Australia before the week had ended.
Do you think there's any truth in the old expression that she put him in the doghouse? He's in the doghouse. Was there ever a man who had to sleep in the doghouse and he's in trouble with his wife? Changing accents in the middle there.
Yeah, I wonder.
Do you guys say that in Australia? I feel like that might be one of those things that there's a great expression for in Australia that people here haven't heard. Some people are in Australia watching right now and they're like, what is he talking about?
I don't think. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, but I think the level of animosity and that, like, kind of the joke of, like, husbands and wives not getting on, to me, comes,
Right.
like, more from American sitcoms and culture than in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you trying to say that you think you're better than we are?
No, I'm saying
just kidding.
Australians think they're better than Americans.
Everyone in the world thinks they're better than Americans are. People in America,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not so much.
But you guys have expressions, and that's
Of
old.
course, yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
A lot
British.
of
There's plenty of that kind of stuff in British humor going
yeah,
way back.
Yeah.
Benny Hill.
Is that what Benny Hill was about? I just thought it was about a pervy old man running around after topless women.
That was pretty. You're right. You're right. But he did this character, and it's pretty funny
Yeah.
because it's an American character
Oh yeah.
who's kind of that guy who's like this real loudmouth, drunk
Yeah.
sports fan who's always just making jokes about how ugly his wife is, and there's a woman who plays that role. You know, it's like,
Oh, God.
Jesus, Benny.
It's fun casting.
Poor old Benny died without a penny, as I understand it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just made up that rhyme about him, but yeah, he didn't.
it's
He didn't. Things didn't end well for him.
Wow.
The little bald guy put his foot up Benny's ass in the end. Took all the cash after years of getting smacked in the head.
I'm gonna give you a laugh track on that. 'Cause
Thank you.
I didn't.
You don't know
I
the
didn't
show well enough.
to know what
He has like a little sidekick. He's this little guy with bald head, and he's always
Yeah.
smacking him in the head and
Oh.
kicking him in the ass and
Oh. I vaguely
chasing him
remember
around.
that
Shit was, let's be honest, some of that shit is hilarious.
now. Yeah.
No
I'm
doubt
sure
about
it's
it.
on-
No doubt
on
about it.
YouTube. Yeah, I gotta find that stuff again. Wow.
Sorry, I took over, I think.
No,
babe.
no, it's fine. It's good.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring it back to your stand up and stuff because all my notes are on that phone that's up there that
Yeah.
Twitter is using right now.
Yeah, I can't see them at
So-
all. I don't see them on there.
Yeah, I'm not feeling like.
Do you have any photos you'd like to share with the group? Or,
No.
Nope. I guess that's a no. It's a
I
pregnant.
had some.
It's totally all right.
Oh, you know what? We
It's
can
totally
go back
all
to
right,
the
babe.
story that I did a while back.
Okay, yeah.
That I didn't.
We've got a
so-
brand new news story. tonight's episode is a replay. Only the story, not the stand-up performance.
It's not the story is a replay. It's but do you guys remember? If you guys remember, I did this thing with about Peppa Pig. And
Oh yeah, Peppa Pig and the lady who made a cake.
yes, and apparently a few people have run into this issue when making cakes of Peppa Pig. And for those of you that remember and don't, here is an image of Peppa Pig, and that's what she looks like. And then a lady made a cake for her child.
I think it's a little blown out on some of these. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to reposition here, folks. Hopefully everyone will
Maybe
be
the
able to-
brightness is too bright. On that
No,
one.
yeah, no, it's
No?
not.
Okay, so Peppa Pig, and then the cake came out like this. And so I had some other stuff that went with that we didn't actually get. So this is not the first time kids' toys and things have,
Have been accidentally phallic.
had some issues. Yeah.
I just have to say, I might have said this before, but I love how the penis has 2 holes.
It's Peppa Pig. It's not a penis.
Oh, right. Sorry, I misunderstood.
But yeah, yeah. Rub out one of those holes and.
Rub out is maybe not the best word to use.
Oh, I think this is okay for a mum at home accidentally,
Well, the kids would never notice.
Yeah, but apparently the Harry Potter toys have had some issues. This one got a lot of bad reviews. It's one of the brooms from Harry Potter.
Is that a Nimbus 2000?
I don't know, but it would be a good name for it because it's a vibrating.
It vibrates?
Yes.
Oh, no!
Yeah, a vibrating broom that, the kids are supposed to run around on and pretend they're playing Quidditch and stuff, but apparently...
Apparently they're all just sitting somewhere under,
yeah, a lot of
under a
kids
tree.
are, like, enjoying it
They all ran off on their own.
a lot more than... And they're like, I love this. Here it says in the review, fun gets 3 stars, educational 1.
Educational.
I
I think it's
educational
highly
should be getting
educational.
5.
Yeah, educational. It could hardly be more educational.
Durability 4. The kids wore out the batteries too fast.
All these kids want to do is ride around on their brooms all day.
So
Don't
then,
we all just want to ride around on our brooms?
and then the other Harry Potter toys that there was some controversy about, these guys came out.
Oh, did they?
Little
Well,
stuffed
congratulations, fellas. They had the nerve to stand up and say how they feel.
Little stuffed Harry Potter toy and the hat, but this one, close up of the chocolate wand.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought it looked like a dildo or anal beads. I think a little bit too much.
Wow.
So,
But see, but kids, first of all, how big is your anal? Second of all, kids are not going to look at that and go, that looks just like my anal beads. I hope. Depends how many Harry Potter toys they've already gotten.
But they might go into their parents' room and go, "Oh, Mummy, you have a Harry Potter wand in here too."
And Daddy has a lightsaber. What? You didn't tell me you had a lightsaber?
So it's not the first time, or the last time, that there's been major issues with kids' toys, most particularly from the Harry Potter Enterprise
Wow. That's crazy.
Empire.
Great segment. Great segment, babe. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I had my ear behind the...
That's all right. I had some other stories. I had a story about a hotel in South Korea.
Oh, yeah?
It's a luxury 5-star hotel. Looked really nice. I had some photos for you and stuff, but it had to close down this week because although everything was really, really nice there, they, everything all decked out the way 5-star hotels should be. They had a beautiful sauna in the gym area, and it had these windows
In a sauna.
in the sauna, and they had this mirrored sort of glass in there.
Yeah.
And in the daytime, the way the light would work would be it would stop people from being able to see in, but the women, it was just in the women's sauna, which I find a little suspicious.
Right.
The women could see out, And then at night, these shades were supposed to come down and be activated and come down and, you know, help with the women's modesty. But
Right.
that wasn't happening, and the women didn't realize what was going on. And outside of the hotel, people could see in. And,
Right.
And so they apologized profusely and shut it down.
So wait,
and
what were people like gathering?
I don't
Was
know.
there like a whole bunch of people lined up outside, like hooting and hollering?
It wasn't clear, but
Someone put a little red light up.
the police said that they are reviewing footage from the car park and
Oh, shit.
outside the hotel to see if anyone was filming and has filmed any of the poor women who were using the sauna and
Was the glass
thinking they're in a private area.
was the glass frosted at
That's
least?
the thing. I'm like, it's a very strange thing to me. I'm like, something doesn't add up here.
Doesn't sound like an accident. Like
Yeah, like one. I guess unless maybe it's a dry sauna, so the glass didn't get.
yeah, right. If it was a
fogged
steam
up.
room, yeah, then
Right. Yeah. But yeah, why? Like,
See, you would
that's
call
not
it
very usual,
a steam room is would you call that a wet sauna?
I guess.
Okay.
Or a wet sauna would just
Because
be
to me,
sauna
there's
where
just
you
the
use-
steam and there's a sauna. But I guess a dry sauna is one that don't have rocks for you to dump water on.
Well, I think all of them sort of do have that, but
No, there are saunas that do not have that.
oh really? I've never been in one of those.
Yeah, well, they're out there.
Anyway, I always it always says not to, and I always do dump water on the rocks. 'Cause
You do really?
I'm a bit of a rebel.
Oh my god, babe! How many hotels have you ruined?
No, they're all fine.
I know. I'm just kidding. It's a show. We're doing a show. Remember?
Sorry,
That's okay.
you did your too serious trick to me thing.
Oh, sorry. I got you, babe.
That's all right.
Alrighty.
Anyway, so that was the story. Sorry, no pictures of the beautiful hotel.
Yeah, or the ladies that we weren't supposed to have pictures of anyway.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't find any of them either, thankfully, for the poor ladies. But I thought it was very funny that the police had to review all of the footage from the car park to see if anyone else was taking footage of them.
Right.
I'm sure that's what they were after, and not a glimpse into the sauna.
People are like if there's like nudity or like in crowds, people will go nuts for anything, right? Free T-shirts. I was in the park one day, and in New York, and people were running. I thought Godzilla was coming down Fifth Avenue, but no, some guy was giving away free T-shirts, and I was like, "Are you guys? You don't live here, right? If you lived here, you'd be too cool for that shit." No, but I couldn't believe how they reacted.
Yeah.
And other times, living in the city, on several different occasions, there's been like people having sex in a window where people on the corner could see.
What?
Yeah, this has happened to me several times. Or I'm in New York, either out in front of one of the clubs or walking on the street, and there's a crowd gathered looking up. And I'm like, I wonder what they're looking at. It's people fucking in a window.
Oh,
And they're like waving and like, hey, and everyone's cheering for them and stuff. I'm like, okay,
that's interesting.
this shit doesn't happen in the suburbs. I guess in the suburbs, you're alone when it happens.
I never saw that in New York.
You're not standing there with 500 other people. It's just you. And they're like, you're the weirdo.
Waving to the cat that
'Cause you're in our
happens to be
yard.
wandering past, and the deer.
Yeah, totally. But so, yeah, that's why I was asking, was there a crowd? Because people will gather for that sort of thing.
Right. I mean, I didn't say how they figured it out, but
All right, well, I'm going to put you
I
down
would
because
have more details if I had my phone.
my arms are getting a little, oh, geez, I just got to stretch up. Oh, I just need to.
Babe, you're tearing that shirt apart.
I just need a. It's like when people first start working out, they're just looking for any reason. Like, oh, let me get that for you. I'm using the triceps to straighten out in the brachialis. By the way, folks, we haven't mentioned this yet. It's very late in the show to be mentioning it. I just realized we've been on here for almost an hour already. We do mention some charities every time we do the show. One of those is No Kid Hungry. The other is Feeding America. Both of them are dedicated to getting people who need food right away, as soon as possible. And a little bit goes a long way. So if you guys are watching on Facebook or if you're watching on Instagram, first of all, if you're watching on Instagram, thank you. I know you've had to put on your orientation lock and flip your phone sideways, and I know that's a lot to ask. So thanks for doing that. Or you're like, oh my God. Somebody's like, you could do that? I've been watching sideways the whole time. Just keeps turning the phone in his head a little behind. You guys can donate. There are, it's just got a shit ton of hearts on Instagram. Thanks, you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for staying with us. All of you guys on all of these. You and you and you and you. We love you. Thanks for staying with us and doing this every Sunday. So you guys are like, it's my first time. I don't feel like I should accept any of this thank you right now. So I'm going to bow out. And for donating to the charities, because we've actually raised a lot of money. You guys have helped a lot of people. Right now we have $25 on Facebook and $20 on Instagram. And look, here's the logo for our show.
I was trying to bring up this Venmo one. There's the logo for our show.
There's Emma.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. I thought that was where the...
Remember, there are layers, and whatever's live will be on top if it's on top.
Yeah. It's just it wasn't saved from... There we go.
Hey, that's our Venmo, yeah. If you guys want to donate to us, Ben Bailey Comedy on Venmo, you should be able to scan that.
And early on in the show, thank you, David Kowalski.
David did again. David, stop it, you madman. Stop it.
I would read out what you said with it. I think he said it was for gas money or something, but I didn't.
Nice.
I didn't get to. I was going to read it out properly now, but sorry, David, my phone's on Twitter.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys, maybe you could scan that.
But thank you.
If you'd like to buy me a beer or a coffee or a glass of juice for Emma.
Oh, thanks.
A sparkling water with a lime or a lemon.
Tea.
Cup of tea. You can scan that, hopefully.
Not
If
a
not,
copper.
if you're unable to scan that, you can
Just go to...
just go to Venmo and find Ben Bailey Comedy. You can also go to Ben Bailey Comedy on YouTube if you guys are watching on something else. That's way too bright. It's changing my light. Go over to YouTube, sign up for it, subscribe, like, thumb the videos up, share them if you can. Oh, gas for the Bohem Mobile, he says.
Nice.
Nice one.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, David.
Dude, by the way, since Bohem, the Bohem Mobile has gotten an upgrade. It's more badass than it used to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So we might have to do another Bohem this summer.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be so fun. We were talking about how, and I told you guys already, but those were just some of the best days we've had. Were days when we were shooting stuff, because that's what we both aspire to. So yeah, thank you. Oh, another $10 on Facebook just popped up. I don't want to say they're winning Instagram, but but they are. They are clearly winning. Yeah. Cheers to you guys, man. We're gonna get through this thing, man. And one day we're gonna go out and we're gonna do shows for real in front of audiences, just like we used to do. And hopefully more of you guys are gonna come, because it's nice to sell out a show.
Yeah.
When you don't, you never feel. It just makes you kind of go like, damn. It always feels like a disappointment. Even if you have a great, they're like, it's the most we've had here with a comedian.
Yeah.
At like a rock club or whatever.
Yeah.
Even if it's a good turnout, 600 people or whatever, that's a lot. You just kind of go like.
I feel like you're going to be more, like you're saying, you were like amazingly grateful for those 45 people in a 1,600 feet
Oh my God! Yeah.
seat theater.
Yeah, no doubt. It was amazing. A fraction of the people in there, and I would have been angry about it. And it wasn't my show, but like if it had been and there was that few, I wouldn't have been able to get by it, but it would have been a hard thing for my ego to take right before a show, you know what I mean? But Now to just have a crowd, even a smaller crowd like that, felt really fucking good, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm actually talking with the theater here in town, the Mayo Pack in Morristown, New Jersey, where I had a show, a regular, kind of headliner show, rescheduled it 3 times, I think, and then instead of the 4th time, we canceled it, and we're going to set it up for, it's going to be like middle of next year, though. But I might start doing a regular show there for a smaller audience.
That would be so cool.
And we might even like stream it. So maybe. I'll keep you guys posted about that, as well as the tour. The whole tour at this point is gone. It's canceled, with plans to reschedule in 2022.
Okay.
Because nobody wants to just keep doing it, right? Every time
Right.
we have to cancel shows, it's not just me, it's everybody that they've got, right? So and then it's like, all right, who can find what dates it's like, it just turns into a nightmare on their end. So I totally get it.
And they keep pushing and pushing and rescheduling and rescheduling. And it's a lot of work.
Yeah, they've just been like
with
in
no
circles.
money coming in.
Yes, and they're not able to put the shows on, so it's like, I totally get it.
Yeah.
But it's a bummer. But it's going to be all that much more exciting when it's like set to happen again. And those days are coming for all of us. Don't forget, you guys, we are going to get through, and like, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be like the Roaring 20s. Someone was saying that.
So.
One of my hockey buddies was saying that, the Roaring 20s after the Spanish flu. People were so happy to get out and
That they just partied nonstop.
that they just partied for 10 fucking
through
years.
the whole decade. Yeah.
Well, until 29, and then they, and then everything went to shit. That's the Great Depression.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
the Great
So-
War, the Great Depression, followed by the Great War. They were awful at naming
we think-
things back then.
We feel like we're having a tough time, but what a lifetime to live through that would be.
Oh man, we have it so much better than any people before us have ever had.
Yeah.
Almost everyone. Even if you go back far enough, even people that are struggling, I don't know. I don't want to be too positive and lose my audience. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we're turning around. I feel like we're kind of getting to a tipping point, you might say, or we're turning a corner, and we're gonna hopefully we're gonna head in a better direction, a nicer direction, an easier direction, right? We should all be like, just, we don't have to sprint and try to elbow each other out of the way all the time. Just cruise. Find something you like to do and do it, and just like, and that's it. What else are you gonna do? We're a bunch of fucking animals on a rock that's flying through fucking space, man. It's like we're like, I look at little animals and like they're like, their whole existence is like food, shelter, done. That's it. I know we have these up here that make us nuts, but like, we've all been forced to focus on those things more.
Yeah.
And I swear I could feel there's a peace in that.
Yeah.
People are stressed because of it, but we're also kind of like settling in. It's going to be weird. Like when you first go out and like, when I can shake someone's hand.
Yeah.
I miss that. If you interact with new people.
Yeah.
And you like them, like we playing golf, you would always shake hands with the people that you played with at the end, and you couldn't do that, and it was like, shit.
Really something missing.
There's something missing there.
Yeah.
That's like, hey, it's also because golf is a big time commitment with people that you don't know. We got through this. We survived. We were angry. We were filled with joy,
Yeah.
But it's going to be nice to shake someone's hand. Just to shake a person's fucking hand, man. I'm not going to take it for granted anymore.
That's good.
I swear to God, I'm not. Germaphobes right now are like, I told you. I've been trying to tell you guys. Stephen Wright's like, I've been trying to tell you guys for years.
He doesn't shake hands. Even back then, he just rub the elbows.
Is that real?
Yes, for real. Yeah.
Oh, Elvis.
I opened for him. I got to open for him a long time ago as a young comedian
Yeah.
at the very same theater, the Mailpack here in Morristown.
Oh, cool.
Actually, and he was super cool, but he wouldn't shake hands, and he said flat out, he doesn't want to touch people.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, right now, he's like, I fucking told you. I know several guys, all them comedians that are germaphobes, and I know they're like, I've been trying to tell you people for years.
I don't think it would have prevented this.
No, I don't think so either. Well, I mean, if everyone was a total germaphobe.
But you were talking right before this about maybe not doing meet and greets during cold and flu season.
Yes, I made a rule for myself: no meet and greets during flu season.
Yeah, did you got sick or something?
I did. I
God,
shook
that seems
hands
like a
with
million years
somebody.
ago.
I can't remember where I was. I think maybe I was in Alabama. I think I was in Birmingham, Alabama, also known as Birmingham, Alabama. I think that's where it was. Fuck, so long ago. But I shook hands with a lot of people. I talked to a lot of people after the show, and then,
Yeah, you got back and you were not well.
I was not well, only for like a day and a half or something.
Because I'm so good at looking after you.
Yes, and I believe it was a 24-hour flu. But yes, you are. There's no doubt about that.
That's my favorite stand-up bit.
I know. I have to do. I haven't done that on this show, have I?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
so.
to do that. We're gonna have to break that one out for next week, you guys. And we're gonna have to wrap up this week because I've been rambling for quite a while, and we still have some things to get to. Like perhaps, do we have any holidays that today is? Are those on your phone?
Yes, they are on my phone.
Do you remember?
I'll look them up on one of these other devices. I'll get it sorted while you.
Okay, cool.
While
Yeah.
you talk.
Well, here's what we do, guys. We realized a while back. Someone noticed that like pretty much every day here in the United States of America, these great United States, and around the world, pretty much every day on the calendar, the Gregorian calendar, that is. It's a holiday. Like pretty much every fucking day, especially Sundays. So what we've taken to doing here to close these shows, and it's been a lot of fun. I think most of you guys will attest that this has been pretty fun, this part. Is I do like a monster truck extravaganza type commercial for today's holidays, whatever they may be. Don't you have shared notes? Do you have shared notes on another device?
Your stuff is on my iPad. I have my laptop upstairs, but I didn't bring it down. I can run and grab it really quick while you do that.
If you need it.
Yeah,
Unless
5 seconds.
unless you have a couple of holidays. All right, so wow, it's really just me now. Oh my God, what am I gonna do, you guys? I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna toast the situation. Watch this. Don't go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere. Please. No, I've hit the drink button. It's a cash cab drive-by. It's a cash cab drive-by. And Emma's back, so make it quick. This is the person showing you take a sip of your beverage, like I am.
All right, party's over. I'm here.
Oh shit! Busted. I was like the patient. I was like the person who just keeps hitting the morphine drip button. As soon as you left, it was like drive-by. I left the screen blank. I think that we should use that as the thumbnail for tonight's program.
The blank screen.
Yeah, the fucking blank screen.
All right. I'm back.
You're back, and you've got a list.
I have days.
Today's holidays are
National. Oh,
National. Oh, that's going to be a tough one.
it's not national. It just says Anosmia Awareness Day.
Anosmia.
Yes.
Is that what is that? Fear of snoring?
No. It brings attention to a condition causing a loss of smell, Which
Oh, I
is-
knew it had something to do with the nose.
Yeah, which I think is like apropos right now because a lot of
So
people
what are we supposed to do to celebrate?
just
Just be aware that some people have lost their sense
Grateful
of smell.
for having your
For
sense of
having-
smell
Be
and-
grateful for
yeah.
it. That's easier depending on the conditions that you're in.
Yeah, they say smell is perhaps taken granted more than any of the other senses.
Wow, and that's what it's called, anosmia.
Yep.
If you've lost your sense of smell,
Yeah.
which a lot of people have, temporarily at least,
Yeah.
due to the COVID motherfucker.
I hope they all get it back.
I hope they all get it back too, except for the dudes that work
didn't-
at the pig farm. They're probably
You know
like, this
what?
is fine.
I didn't have that when I had COVID, or so I thought, until after, and I had like a body oil I was adding eucalyptus to because I was like, oh, this would be really good for my chest and help my lungs and help me recover faster. And I was like, oh, this eucalyptus must be a bit old. It's not that strong. I kept adding more and more and more, and I just couldn't really smell it.
Oh, wow. And then you were like burning.
And then, no, it
From the oil? No?
Because it was in carrier oil, I guess, and
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I seem to be able to take a lot of
I
it.
once went to a steam room. You know this story.
yeah.
In Chicago. I joined a gym. I was working on a film in the Chicago area for like several weeks. A fun movie called Bad Meat, made by the original the creators of The Onion, the original guys. And I joined a gym, so I'd have a place to work out. Started to hijack your story, but so I went to this gym.
Yeah.
I've always been a big fan of steam rooms and eucalyptus. Fantastic, terrific, one of my favorite things. So good for you, the schwitz. And so I joined this gym. They had a steam room. It was one of the great things. They had a steam room, they had a hot tub, they had a lap pool. It was like Chicago was amazing. This gym, it had an indoor track. It was a quarter of a mile.
Wow.
It had everything that you could possibly want at a gym,
Yeah.
and it was like $26 a month.
What?
It's like, they're like, we don't have a daily, you know. I was like, well, I think I'll splurge. I'm going to be here for 3 weeks. I'll go ahead and pay for the whole month.
And then they
It
told
was
you,
unreal. It was $26,
that's insane.
and it
That-
was such a nice place. It was great. I
that's
was like,
a
oh my god,
day
the
pass
Midwest.
in New York, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe like 10 years ago.
That's what the Midwesterners feel like they're fighting for. I think when you see the way they look at things is they don't want to lose it. They have this great location right there. They have everything is affordable and nice and clean. It's like it's a great area.
Who are they fighting?
Let's not get political.
Okay.
But
All right.
I started to. But anyway, it's an awesome gym, and I spent a lot of time there while we were making the movie. And I went into the
Oh,
steam
right,
room
yeah.
for the first time, and they were like, "Do you want some eucalyptus for the steam room?" And I was like, "Yeah." Most places you'd ask, and they'd be like, "What?" Or they'd have a bottle of this spray that like you could spray it for an hour, and you might smell a little bit of eucalyptus. You could smell. It smelled like it used to have eucalyptus in it once several years ago, and but at this place they were like, "No, there's no oil." I was looking for a spray bottle. They handed me a little thing. It had these crystals in it. I put one of those I said, I like it strong. I said, oh, okay. I gave me the thing. I put a crystal in the steam unit at this place, and a minute later I ran screaming from the steam room because it was so powerful that it was like burning my skin.
Yeah.
It was like cold burning me, and I was like, ah! And I had spent a lot of time in steam rooms, and because I like I said, I love it.
And you.
So I would use them every chance I could get on the
I've
road.
never seen anyone use more eucalyptus than you.
Yeah, and that thing, like, oh my God, it was crazy. Those crystals are a whole different animal.
Yeah.
If you're used to spraying or even using straight up oil and putting it into the little dropper, and you're using the crystals, look out, man! Those things will fucking blast you.
Yeah.
But so it didn't burn your skin, and you didn't
No,
feel.
no. I'm like you. I, can use a fair bit of eucalyptus. And
Eucalyptus.
Grew up like sucking on eucalyptus lollies at school, or if you had a cold or whatever.
Right? Yeah.
In Australia,
Eucalyptus.
it's
We
pretty-
had mentholyptus here, which is a made up thing. It's a marketing.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's mint.
menthol and eucalyptus
Yeah,
together. The halls of medicine.
Yeah. So anyway, I was like putting this stuff all over me when I had COVID on my chest every night to try and help with my breathing, and then didn't for a little while, and then I recovered, and then one day I like grabbed the bottle and went to like, I'll just use this oil that I've been using, and the eucalyptus was so insanely strong.
Right.
I was like, oh my
Oh, I
god.
think my nose works again.
I smelled like it was just pure eucalyptus, and I didn't know because I could smell things, but I
Right.
guess I wasn't smelling things as strongly, or some things at least.
Yeah.
Like I could still smell food and things, and I could taste, but I was like,
That's weird.
oh, okay. I did lose some of my smell. I just
you
didn't
had
realize it.
a touch of anosmia.
Yes, I did.
And today we will appreciate that along
Yes.
with these other
we have
holidays, whatever they are.
National Skip the Straw Day.
National Skip the Straw.
Yeah.
Just pound it. Skip the straw. Okay, what else?
And World Spay Day.
World Spay. Spay, like have your pet spayed or neutered?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay. Sparky just crawled under the couch upstairs.
He gave me a funny look when I ran upstairs.
I'll bet he did.
And then just took off again.
He was like, "Are you guys done with the show?"
And National Tell a Fairy Tale Day.
Tell a fairy tale day, spay day,
Yep.
anosmia,
Yep.
and
Skip the Straw.
skip the straw.
Do you know what that's
Is there
about?
more? No, what's skip the straw about?
Skip the Straw is the coral keepers asking for us to skip using straws when drinking beverages.
When the keepers of the coral ask you something, you say yes.
Because they cause harm to marine life.
We do not want to harm marine life because marine life is fucking amazing.
Birds, fish, and other sea life, they don't biodegrade, they eat them, they choke on them. And according to the National Park Services, Americans use 500 million drinking straws a day.
Oh, God.
So,
500 million?
yeah.
Ah!
And
Skip the straw. But
Yeah.
don't throw it in the fucking lake.
so if we all skip a straw, then that's 500 million just for one day.
Just
that
for
aren't
one day. Yeah.
ending up in, that's insane.
That is incredible. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, stop using straws.
Yeah, or use
If
paper
you like
ones.
if you like to see birds or fish or to be able to survive, stop using straws.
Oh.
Or make one that you could use over and over or something. It's nothing, They have those paper ones, but you're like, quick,
Mm-hmm.
drink before it disintegrates. It's gone. Okay, cool. So
All right.
skip the straw,
Anosmia,
anosmia,
spay, and
spay day,
and tell a fairy tale.
and tell a fairy tale day. All right, folks. It's
you
Sunday,
ready?
Sunday, Sunday. Thank you. This is number 64. And we're live now.
I don't care if you have kids or not, because it's one day only. Tell a fairy tale. Pick a person you know and just to make some shit up and tell them how fucking funny and beautiful it is, because it's National Fairy Tale Day. And if you're gonna have a drink while you're doing it, you better skip that straw. Take that straw and skip it. Put it on the ground and skip all over it. Throw it away. Don't use it. No more straws. You're killing the birds and the fish. And have your pet spayed or neutered, because it's spay day. And some people can't smell. Doesn't that suck? Down with anosmia.
Oh, shit, that's fun. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday is always fun. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging with us, man. This is episode 64. I'm Ben Bailey,
I'm Emma Gleason.
and we will see you next Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Working From Home. Let's juggle some fucking chickens!
Ben Bailey.
Oh, that was so close! You guys are awesome, man. Keep your asses clean. See you later, sucker!